Hello.
Hi everybody, Viewsletter number 25.
I look so tired.
That's because Stephanie just woke up from a nap.
I did.
Truth be told.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little...
Real life.
That's a little, what do they call it when they hint to something in a book?
Foreshadowing?
That's a little foreshadowing for the Viewsletter.
Foreshadowing.
Viewsletter number 25. We hit a bit of a writer's block.
We did.
A little Viewsletter block.
I mean, when you've done 25, you're kind of like, and what do we talk about now?
So we're going to talk about just real life, basically.
Real life and how to survive.
How to survive, and just a couple of tips that we've kind of realized we use.
Yes.
Especially during this fall season when everything's so busy.
Back in school, sports, church responsibilities, momming in general. Which I was just thinking, why do I look so tired? You're the one with 4 kids.
My hair looks like this.
I only have 3.
You guys, I have last night's makeup on.
I do too.
But then I added more.
Does this make us relatable, or are you disgusted?
Or are you grossed out?
Either way.
Anyways, so that's us. So
these are the goods you follow us
We've
for.
had a busy week.
Yep.
And I'm going to share a fun fall activity, which is actually Stephanie's idea, but we did it last night with our church youth group, and it was so much fun. And
it went over surprisingly well.
It went over really well.
And it was pretty easy to put together, right?
It was pretty easy to put together, but it made me think, it made me think, wow, like life is so busy. So, Stephanie.
How do I get to the grocery store?
Yes, so you start.
Okay. Wednesdays are just like always nuts. And yesterday was like especially nuts. And so I try to get my workout in early, but that just starts like the nuts rolling even earlier. And I'm clearly not a morning person. So it's like we've had a full week already, and then Wednesday hits like a Mack truck. Everyone had sports. Everyone had activities. I was like taxi driver. We had to go to a doctor's appointment far away. But in my control freak, infinite planning wisdom, I had put down my schedule on Sunday, and I knew that Wednesday was coming. Like, I knew this is going to be nuts, and how am I going to feed people and try to not, like, continue the drive-through cycle. So I just, on days that I know are going to be like that, I just plan, this is a crock pot night, and I put in my schedule for that morning, put dinner in the crock pot so it's just ready when people roll through home at like, I had one kid I dropped off, and I was like, you need to eat dinner, get dressed for scouts, and then I'm coming to pick you up, while I went to pick up another kid from their soccer game and drop off those kids and pick up the other kid and go to activities and tell those kids to get dinner. But dinner was already there. It was made in the crock pot. They could just dish it up, ready to go, and it was a sanity saver. Otherwise, it's just McDonald's.
Or if you're me and you forget to turn the crock pot on until like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to make a crock pot dinner tonight. There's the Instapot. Which I'm still definitely a novice at, but for me, it saved me with like pot roast. You know how pot roast takes like 37 hours to actually cook really well? And you can eat it when it hasn't like become like shreddable or whatever. It's still good, more like a steak, but like the Instapot like is a complete saving grace. Another thing too I was going to say, but I forgot because I'm tired. I can't remember. Oh, I was going to say, for me, with the craziness, the lists. So, like, I have a planner. I have my phone. Everyone thinks I'm super, super old school. Stephanie has a planner, too. But those of us who were born in the 80s really like to write things down. And so I actually have to have a physical planner, and I do much better with the planner than I do with my phone and having reminders and things like that, because I can dismiss it or snooze it and I'll forget about it. But with a planner, I write it down, and I either have it in my purse or I have it open on my computer desk, and it's got bullet points like workout, check, laundry, check, this kid's appointment, check, or whatever.
It's just so satisfying to like.
And it's so
Cross it
satisfying. And my husband thinks I'm nuts because I'll do it the night before, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm making a list." And he's like, "But you don't like have a job." And or he doesn't say that, but like in his mind, I know he's thinking like, "But
She has a job.
Yeah. What do you need to make a list for?" But it keeps me
There's so
sane.
much to do. Yeah, something about like downloading your mind.
Yes.
Downloading your mind onto paper
So you don't have to worry about it.
just makes it manageable instead of trying to like manage it up here because things always get lost.
Right.
And I am like notorious for being like dyslexic with times and numbers.
Oh.
So I'll show up for like doctor's appointments at like
3:50 instead
Yeah.
of 5:30.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Many times. So I have to write it down, check, double check, triple check that the times are right. But once it's written down, I'm like, okay, I know I've checked that time. It's written down. That's the time. But yeah, writing down is everything for my sanity.
Yeah. And another good thing, oh, this is what I was going to say about dinner, is I have this stigma where I'm like, I make dinner at like 5 o'clock. Like 5 o'clock I start making dinner, it's ready by 6. For whatever reason, that's what I'm always, if it's 4 o'clock and I'm not doing anything, I'm like, I don't have to make dinner yet. I need to start, thank you, truck.
Just a little trash truck background noise for you.
I need to make dinner at like 2 o'clock and just have it like, or whenever
Or
during,
just chop stuff up.
yes, just prep it or have it ready or keep it warm or just something so that the kids can grab it and go, or I can grab it and go, because sometimes I don't know when
Or
the
5
hubby's
o'clock
coming
hits
home.
and like
Yes,
all
and
chaos.
yes, and
breaks
what usually happens is they want to go outside, and they can go outside, but the baby I don't trust by herself out there, so I can't be in the kitchen making dinner and outside chasing Posey around.
Yeah.
That's my problem. Okay, make dinner early, put it in a crock pot, make a list, and then we had a really fun activity last night that we thought would be like a really fun game night with your family, or if you want to do it,
activity with friends,
Yes, it was-
teenagers, young ones. It's really good for any age, any size group.
yes,
It translates.
yes, and it was Stephanie's idea, but especially right now with all the candy that's out, it would be totally perfect. But we had for our church youth group, we call it Mutual, last night we played Chopped, junk food. Junk food chopped. So I went to the grocery store and I just bought, it wasn't all candy. I bought some candies, like some chocolates, some sour, and then I bought like pretzels, potato chips, graham crackers, marshmallows. Use anything you want. I kept looking online to see if, so we'll post about it, because there was nothing online that I could find to like,
It's my brainchild.
yeah, to lead me in a direction or give me an idea. And so we just kind of, she mentioned it, I just grabbed a bunch of stuff and it worked out. But we grabbed the stuff, and then our kids last night, the youth split up into 4 different teams, and they each got a bag that had a secret item in it.
Just one random like secret ingredient
Yeah.
that they had to use.
They had to incorporate into their, they each made one dessert, basically, because it was all sugar. But so the secret item, one group got potato chips, one group got sour gummy worms, one group got graham crackers, and the other group got Starburst. And so, oh, and I also bought crescent rolls to go like in the pantry section. So they each got their bag. They found their secret item. Then we started the timer. They went into the pantry section and got,
There's just like full of like M&Ms,
whatever else they wanted.
marshmallows,
Right.
chocolate, just the crescent rolls, which was
I think
super smart.
that was a good vehicle for
Yeah,
them to
it's a
create
good
something.
base,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they,
graham crackers.
yeah. Anyways, and it was really fun, and they had 30 minutes, and they were like creating these like huge concoctions and like cutting things and rolling things and
melting things,
and no one died and nothing caught on fire, and it was so fun. And then we had some little siblings there last night, and so they judged it, and
They taste tested.
and somebody won, and it was really cute, and all the kids were way into it. Like these 18-year-olds, 17, 18-year-olds were like really interested in,
As into it as like the 12-year-olds.
yeah.
And the groups were pretty mixed, boys and girls, and ages, and So it was pretty fun.
And I think it teaches like a little bit of creativity in the kitchen, and like some of them had never used an oven before, and they needed to find the pot holders, and they needed to realize that you can't put glass in an oven. You know, like certain things like that were actually they learned last night, which I think are really good life skills.
And like I think it's hard, especially with teenagers, like put down the phones and talk to each other, and it forced them to do that in like a fun way. And so it was really loud. There was a lot of talking going on.
There's a lot of talking, but a lot of fun. So
it's great.
Make a list, turn your crock pot on, and go do junk food chopped. And that'll get you through your week.
That'll get you through. And take a nap.
And take a nap.
Sleeping is my favorite thing.
I know.
It's my best sport. That's
I asked her, what's your favorite sport? She's like, spectator?
Being a spectator. But sometimes you just got to schedule in the nap. So like Thursday mornings, I drop kids off at school. I turn on Daniel Tiger, and I
take a snooze.
Go back to bed for a little bit.
Do whatever works for you.
Whatever helps you function.
Okay,
no
guys.
Shame, no judgment.
Nope.
So have a great week, and let us know how you organize your week.
Yes.
And how do you get through the tough points? Any pointers help, and maybe we will feature your tips in a future Viewsletter.
Caffeinate was another thing that is obvious that we didn't mention.
Caffeinate, caffeinate, caffeinate.
Okay, guys, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.